What's good, YouTube? It's your boy 20D2 Wild, checking in once again, back in the building today, guys, with the Romeo 3 Max. Now, this is the brand new version of the Romeo 3 Max, and this is the 8 MOA version of the Romeo 3 Max. We're going to talk a little bit about the differences of this version from the previous version and why I went with the 8 over the 3 and why you may want to choose the 8 over the 3 or the 3 over the 8. The Romeo 3 Max, though, I want to say is probably one of the biggest diameter pistol red dots on the market right about now. It is bigger than your typical Trijicon SRO. Am I saying that it's better? I'm not going to jump out and say that it's better, but you may like it more, you may like it less. It is definitely a red dot, though, that has a wide opening view that stays within your view when you're shooting particular weapons like this P320X X5 SXG. The dot really never leaves your sight, and that's pretty good when it comes to competition pistols, which this one is here in particular. And also, this is more in line with a competition or used for a competition gun rather than your EDC everyday carry gun. This might not be something that you want to use, but the choice is yours. If you use something like this, let me know. You know, as an EDC, let me know down below. Now, I want to go over the paperwork. We got some of the transcripts here and tell you guys what the difference between the original Romeo 3 Max and the new one is. The Romeo 3 Max Pro is what we are reviewing today compared to the Romeo 3 Max of yesteryears. The key enhancements of it is that it features the industry standard Pro footprint, which allows, that's the Delta Point Pro, which allows for direct mounting, unlike the Romeo 3 Max, which required an adapter. This direct mount lowers the deck height, optimizing height over bore axis, and user can now co-witness with suppressor height sights. Now, in particular with this P320, it has no backup sight, but you can see that it does sit fairly low, and with the proper backup sights, you could co-witness on this one in particular. The new model offers 3 additional brightness settings, giving users control in various lighting conditions. It also upgrades to a 8 MOA, which we are utilizing here, from the previous 6, making it more suitable for users with astigmatisms like myself, and allowing them to run the dot at lower brightness and minimize reticle distortion. And some people will prefer the 8 MOA over the 3 for competition shooting because it helps with the acquisition of the target. It is a bigger dot, so you won't get, it's not as precise as the 3, but if you're on someone that just needs to shoot your A groups, and you know the A on a target is usually pretty good, you just need that quick acquisition, you can, it's a good balance of speed and accuracy. Usually, some people prefer that for that reason to go with the 8 over the 3. Adjustment of windage and elevation are now easier with slotted screws, eliminating the hassle of any tiny Allen wrench. The redesigned brightness, so you got a difference here where you utilize the typical slots you see on Holosuns and other optics out there is now being put on these, where I guess the previous version, you need that little, it's like a one-of-a-kind Allen key to make those adjustments. So that is no longer an issue as well. And also, it boasts a larger lens by a better field of view and includes an innovative magnetic rubber optic cover. This cover not only protects the lens, but also when the cover is placed in it, it automatically turns off the reticle, helping competitors conserve battery life between the stages. Now, I know I had that. Hopefully I didn't lose it. I gotta look for that. I'm not gonna lie. I had that somewhere, but it's basically a little HUD. I also have one on a Romeo 2, but basically you just put it on there and it's a little magnet that goes there and it cuts the reticle off. And definitely dope. These are of course backed by SIG's lifetime unlimited warranty, basically infinite guarantee is what they call it. You have lens armor, Spectra coat, MOTAC, so you know, motion, ALT, and then MagneTac. These are some of the technology behind this particular optic. You are now getting a 33mm glass, an aspheric lens with red notch reflector coating for excellent light transmittance and reticle brightness and zero distortion. You got a crisp red dot, which I have a slight astigmatism, but this dot, you know, it's fairly well for that. I can still see somewhat of a blur on there, but it definitely picks up better. Damn, my astigmatism is getting worse, bro. I need to get my glasses, I want to see it perfect, but it definitely helps block out the blotch that's going on. I have it like over on the top left hand side, but it's dope as well. MOTAC, I said it's dope as well, but meaning the size of it is dope because it doesn't really affect it as much as a smaller dot, which has a bigger burst, I feel like, compared to this. MOTAC, which is the motion awareness, of course, magnetic connect activation, which that's where you put the magnet on, it cuts on, and 20,000 hour runtime for the common CR1632 battery at medium brightness, and it has a side mounted tray as well that comes out on the side, and 6 electro optics infinite guarantee. So if this thing breaks, send it in, get a new one, you get it replaced. Can't beat that. Waterproof, IPX7 rated, so complete water immersion up to 1 meter. I don't know why you would need that in the water, but if it's in the water, it is what it is. This is also built and designed in collaboration with Max Michel. So he made this one. I'm not an optics pro, so that's why I'm really going in on this as far as like the tech and trying to make sure I get everything right. But it definitely is I think head-on-head competition with that Trijicon SRO, and if you have an opportunity to try this one out, I definitely suggest you do it. The SRO, nothing against it whatsoever, you feel me? I think that the SRO does have like a bigger, like, I guess you could say the bezel or overall top coating, which seems like it could offer better protection, because if you feel like if you drop this straight on, would it shatter the glass? Maybe it would, maybe it won't, but you do have the infinite guarantee that go alongside with it to keep things going as well. But they did make some slight upgrades, and one in particular is making that field of view and that glass bigger, and it just gives you an overall bigger picture, bigger than a lot of the competition out there. Definitely also, compared to price-wise, is in that same realm as the SRO, because that's the only one I can really think of that really just is the head-to-head comparison of the two. But with that said, try it out, see for yourself, or see if you could get one at a range that has one rented or something like that, because you probably will not, I'm pretty sure you won't be disappointed, trust me. With that said, let me know you guys' thoughts and opinions down below in the comment section as always. I love y'all, I appreciate y'all, and I'm gonna see you on the next one. I'm out, peace.